Billions of dollars in federal aid likely saved jobs, services, even lives in Wisconsin. But today we're learning the spending included some mistakes along the way. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles looked into a new state audit, and she explains how this happened and what's being done to fix it.
The audit uncovered several errors that they've asked agencies to correct and many of them have since now been fixed. The biggest issue we've learned is that, especially early on in the pandemic, federal guidance was often vague and constantly changing, leaving agencies confused.
And it's just a tremendous amount of money. It's hard to get your arms around exactly how much it is.
Out of $3.4 billion Wisconsin spent in federal COVID funds through June of last year, $1.1 million at first went to the wrong places. The state's audit committee Republican co-chair says this is why Republican lawmakers want more control over that money.
Really, this is the only oversight that we've got now, because the governor doesn't want the legislature to be involved in these funds going forward.
Democrats, however, say the money is being well spent.
It's clear to me through this audit that there was no intentional fraud, there was not a misuse of money, and there was not money that was lost.
Most of it was misunderstanding federal guidance on issues that auditors have now corrected.
The guidance pretty much came out piecemeal, sporadic here and there.
The Department of Administration allowed several state agencies to get reimbursements for pre-pandemic expenses that were related to or later used for COVID response. They now have a plan to fix the errors, which included $700,000 to the Department of Corrections for laptops bought in 2019 and later used for remote workers. That was a misunderstanding of the guidance, a spokesperson said, and they've reallocated the funds. A similar story at UW Green Bay.
They continuously come up with, updated guidance. We probably, in hindsight, should have waited a little bit longer to expend, the funds that we did.
The university learned in October that $400,000 that they used to cover lost revenue was wrong.
So we immediately corrected that.
But under new guidance, it would have been right.
The federal government came out with new guidance that now allows all of these packages, the relief packages, to be offsetting revenue losses dating back to March of 2020.
Other agencies with errors included the Department of Health Services and Department of Workforce Development. Overall, the state wants agencies to put 22 policy changes in place to make sure future federal dollars are used correctly.
This money is being well spent. This money is going out and helping people in the state of Wisconsin.
This is a standard audit of how Wisconsin spends federal funds. In total, they reviewed more than $15 billion in federal money.